Hello and welcome to Steve's Backyard Bonsai. This is one of my 3 pots containing 2 each Japanese Zelkova 3-year-old saplings. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with these. I was thinking of group planting. They're all kind of quirky in their own right. I have to get some good shape to these, but I'm trying to think about a new landscape that will require 2 rows of trees, and these might be the trees I'm thinking of for that landscape. Although they're not shaped very well right now, but I'm looking for something with leaves that will cast a nice shadow, and I want to get these started at least in a direction that they could either be in a forest planting or a group planting landscape. All right, let me get started on these. I'll talk you through this one and we'll go in time lapse for the other 2. These are sometimes so tough to see what's going on, but you can see that I pruned this branch, and the side branches really, well, they got a little, this much is new growth on the side branches. So I like that it's ramified there. So maybe I'll do that with, I have no front, by the way, I'm just pruning back for shape. This branch is in an okay place. I'm going to prune it back to here. This one I'm going to prune back to the first leaf. This I'll prune back to the first leaf as well. I'm just going to take this inside leaf off. This is a nice staggering of branches. This one is not. And it kind of grows in. All right. I canceled that one. So now, let's see. This is kind of straight here. I think I like that this goes out like that, so I'm going to take the top off of this. It's very weak, but might be what's needed. This one I'm going to take back to the first leaf. It's a short leaf, a small leaf. This I don't think I pruned, or yes I did. Take that one back to there. That one back to there. This is from the other tree. Oh, do I like what's going on here? Okay, so this is where I hard pruned this tree, and I got branching coming out the side. One going straight up. Do I like the one going straight up? Where do I want the leader of this tree to be? What do I have here? You got 2 branches coming out from the same spot. The one that goes straight up is the thickest. The transition to the trunk would be the easiest there. But unless I keep this, you know what? I'm going to cut this one off. As I'm looking at it now, there's a branch that doesn't come quite from the same spot, but it's a branch off of this new leader. So I pruned this branch there. I'm going to take it to the first leaf, since that pruning. And this one I'm going to take to here. Just going to remove a leaf. It's in a bad spot. And this I'm going to prune to there. I'm going to take advantage of this height, but take it down to there. And if this is the beginning of the crown of this tree, take that to there. And this tree is pruned up. Coming over to the other tree, I looked at this and looked at this. Right here, I've got a branch, and a branch right below a branch. That's kind of too low any way you look at it. It's sad because I like these weeping branches, but I don't think I want them quite that low. And they're coming out at the same spot as this major branch. But this major branch is too high in my estimation. I would like it to fan out that way. And I'll have to have a lot of pruning in the spring. This branch, I mean, I want something growing in that direction, but I've got this. This is a little too close to it. And I've got these other little branches that I'm going to allow to grow. This one, I think I'm going to leave that as the leader of this tree and get rid of this. Why not? I've got a branch crossing another branch right here. So which one do I want? This is a bar branch with this one here. So I'm going to take this middle one out. This lower one, I think, is too low. I'm going to keep these two and this one on this tree. Shorten this a little bit. Got a very weak branch back here and a very weak one below that. I'll take this first one out. All right, and the crossing part of this, I'm going to take the lower branch, which emanates from here. I'm shortening it. And I'm shortening this one to a leaf that faces toward the back, if that ends up being the back of the tree. And this one, I'm just going to shorten to there. Just so that I'm creating an opportunity for bifurcation, I prune that down a little bit. That's got these two trees pruned up. Interference. How do I deal with that? There we go. It's so hard to know because we haven't picked a front. These trees are going to be separated, and if I use them in my landscape, I'm hoping for a much tighter canopy a little higher up. Each tree. All right, I'll be separating these and repotting them individually, probably into pond baskets in the early spring, just when these start to come to life. Okay, the other 4 trees in 2 pots, I will be pruning up in time lapse. Okay, so here are the 6 Japanese Zelkova trees, all pruned up. These are in development. They may or may not be the trees that I have thought about for my next landscape, which is going to be a street, a tree-lined street. I have other trees I could use. I was hoping these would look a little bit more mature. We'll see what happens next season with them. I haven't made up my mind which trees I want to use. I might break up my jacaranda forest because I know that will definitely provide shade for the concept that I'm looking for. All right. My Zelkova trees are pruned up. Thank you for keeping me company in my backyard.